Now, I know in Germany we're humble enough to know that when it comes to digitalization, at the moment we might not be the spearhead in all areas. And usually when we say not bad, that's actually us being very excited. But you could see that State Secretary Kellner was actually really excited, particularly about this project, because it is actually really paving the way, it is pioneering, and it is doing some groundwork when it comes to the application of the DDP actually in action for the whole industry. And somebody who's probably equally excited will be up here on stage in a minute, because her and her unit actually came up with the whole idea of the digital product passport in the very first place. And now seeing it being brought into action in the battery space and setting a precedent for all other product areas probably is very exciting for her. Please welcome Dr. Amaryllis Verhoeven, Acting Director and Head of Unit at DG GROW at the European Commission.
Change of scenery. Are you hearing me? Yeah, everything's set? Well, good morning. I'm really excited to be here. I'm very impressed by what you have achieved through the Battery Pass Consortium. This is exactly the kind of mobilization that we like to see as a European Commission. Well, we only have a very tiny role to play in a very big project that is ahead of us. And that is the project of making Europe competitive again. Make sure that it is competitive and competitive on sustainability grounds. That's our big aim, that's our big dream. You've all seen it in the Competitiveness Compass, which the Commission just published, and which is based also on the findings of the Draghi report. And we all know that achieving sustainable competitiveness is not a walk in the park. It requires hard work, and it requires, in particular, to go for innovative solutions. Innovation will drive us through more competitiveness, and that's basically where the digital product passport comes in. And as you know, batteries are going to be the first products where the digital product passport will be applied. So in a nutshell, you know it already, digital product passport. If I have to explain it to my mother-in-law, I say, well, it's a digital ID card for products. Or it is a container of data. That's the way we describe the digital product passport. You know it already, of course, and you're working hard. And we also do some work. My colleague Silke Obst leads the team in the Commission who is in charge of the digital product passports. We're working hard, setting, rolling out the infrastructure, working on the standards in order to get the DPP ready by 27 for batteries. Where do we see the advantages of the digital product passport? I was very happy to hear that you see it indeed as business value for businesses. Now, why is that the case? I see 4 advantages that I would like to recall for us. First of all, consumers. Consumers, we know from doing surveys and studies, they're open to buy green, but they need to have the proper information, of course, in order to make right choices. And they need to have trusted information on sustainability, on durability, on circularity. All this information can be available through the digital product passport in one click. So that's the first. If we get the consumers, we can also boost consumer demand, of course, for the green products. And that is what we want. Second, for the enterprises themselves, this is about digitalization, and digitalization is just a tool. It's a tool to achieve more efficiency. Right now in Brussels, we're all talking, and I know that you're also having the similar discussions throughout Europe about the need to cut down on red tape, reduce administrative burdens. That's what the DPP does. Of course, we all know it comes at a cost, an initial cost to digitalize data, to make it up and running. Yes, true. But then the same data can be reused over and over again in all the reports that you have to do, for all compliance checks, and so further. Third advantage, enforcement. enforcement of the norms and the rules on sustainability that we as Europe put in front of ourselves. If you want to be able to compete on quality, you want to make sure that you can compete on quality, and that those that don't respect quality standards are actually being stopped, both at the gate, so when it comes to Europe's borders, but also inside Europe. And that is also what the DPP will facilitate. Through the TPP, it will be easier to conduct customs checks. It will be far easier also to conduct market surveillance and to take non-compliant products out of the market. And actually, Silke made me say that we have a dream for the future. In the future, we are dreaming of a digital product passport which comes with a red flag when something is wrong, so that an unsafe product can immediately be taken out of the market. And then fourth and last, competitiveness internationally. It was mentioned here already. With the DPP, we are setting the global standard. And we know that value chains don't stop at Europe's borders. We are standardizing now inside Europe in order to make sure that we unleash a business activity around the DPP, because it's then decentralized systems. There will be private service providers offering the DPP to other businesses. We're also doing that standard settings in the world, in the wider context. We are in discussions with the international world in order to roll out this model and this standard also worldwide. So we hope that also, once again, turns into a competitive advantage for you, the European companies. I'll stop it here. Again, if I can say, big bravo. I feel a lot of energy in this room, and I know that you have really given life already to this project. Let's continue work together, and more details will come by my colleague Silke Obst in the panel later on. Thanks a lot.